I'm reading these lines for you. Dreams are made to be followed. Life is meant to be lived. Some books are meant to be read, loved, and passed on. An Alchemist is one of those books. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Eat, Read and Travel. I'm Mehdi. I make bookish videos on every Sunday and Saturday. Well, I used to make videos on every Sunday and Saturday, but for the last 1.5, okay, almost 2 months, I'm not making any videos because I was busy in my exams. But now, as I'm done with my exams, I'll try to make videos on every Sunday and Saturday. So, I'm sure you already came to know about today's content from my thumbnail. Yes, I'm going to talk about Paulo Coelho, one of the greatest author of all time, and all the books which I have read by Paulo Coelho. Though I haven't read all of them, but I have read some 9 to 10 books, and not all of them are amazing. But again, Paulo Coelho is one of the best author of all time for some reason, obviously. But if you're new around here and you find my content or my videos are your kind of thing, so do consider subscribing my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. So before talking about the books, let me just quickly talk about the writer. He is the man. So Paulo Coelho was, okay. Is it Paulo Coelho or Paulo Coelho? Please let me know the correct pronunciation. So Paulo Coelho was born in Brazil and has become one of the most widely read and loved authors in the world, especially renowned for his Alchemist and 11 Minutes. He has sold more than 140 million books and has been translated into 27 different languages. Sorry, 72 different languages. So yeah, I want to start the video with the genre itself, the genre of Paulo Coelho books. Paulo Coelho mostly write philosophical and mystical fiction. Almost all of his books are written in a way that brothers, a reader's perspective, by taking on a journey. Like, yes, almost in all of his books, there is a character who is on a journey, and through that character's, eyes, one can, discover new perspective, so many philosophical thoughts and lessons. Basically, Paulo Coelho writes philosophical. Secondly, his writing style. Paulo Coelho's writing style is the most simple and understandable manner of writing. I have came across so many authors, those who load their books with jargons, adjectives, and words. Those I have never came across. So yeah, Paulo Coelho's writing style is simple and deep. Like, everyone can read those books. Even if you're a beginner, you can read his writings. Basically, if you are a beginner or you just start reading, you can start with his books, like his Alchemist and his other books. You can start with those books. Finally, let's start the video with the first book which I have read by Paulo Coelho. That is obviously his most famous book, Alchemist. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about this book in detail, as I have been talking about this book several times in my previous videos. I'm going to share those videos in my description box. You can check it out. But yeah, definitely, you can definitely start with this book if you're planning to explore Paulo Coelho's writing style. This book is about a shepherd, and actually it's about a shepherd only and his journey of self-discovery. And there are so many things about this every book. Time I see this book, I just get excited and just I can talk about this book whole day. This book is so special for me because I started my reading journey with this book only. But yeah, if I have to talk about what this book is all about, this book is about a shepherd. Yeah, I think it's about a shepherd only and his journey towards self discovery. And I think you can remember the dialogue of this famous movie Om Shanti Om. Like, there's a famous dialogue in that movie, like किसी भी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की चाहत में लग जाती है. So, kind of like that, whatever. So yeah, that kind of book this is must read. Second book is The Devil and Miss Pirim, which is the third book by Paulo Coelho which I have read. So it's about a stranger, arrive at a very remote village called Viscus, containing with him a backpack with a notebook and 11 gold bars. I think 11 or 10. 10, yeah, 11 gold bars. And that stranger comes searching for the answer to a question that torments him. And that question is that whether human beings are good or evil. And in the process of that question, the village viscose will never be the same again. The third book is Vicha Portebello, the second book by Paulo Coelho, which I have read. One of the greatest book by him. I have already talked about this book in detail in my previous videos. Yes, I have already talked about this book in my previous videos, but still, it's about a girl called Athena. She's different from others, and she's search for her roots, and it's a self-discovery book. And some people believe that she could talk to saints, evil spirits, and ghost, not ghost, evil spirit. Also, she was too religious. Okay, so basically, it's a story about a mysterious woman and her quest for love, truth, spirituality. Interesting part of this book is that this book has been told by those people who knows her well or those who hardly know her at all. Next book is Fifth Mountain, one of the most beautiful book by Paulo Coelho. It's a short read, okay, by the way. It's a short read, 241 pages long, and it's about a young prophet and his struggle with God. And it speaks how he gets over his difficulties and follow his destiny. And through this book, the author passes on a message that there's a purpose behind every soul's existence. God always has a purpose for us, and we might not knowing it. We might not know it until we finish doing it. The next book which I'm going to share is Veronica Decides to Die. This is one of Paulo Coelho's most interesting book. This is not like his other books, okay? Something different. And I have already talked about this book in my previous videos. Well, आप लोग भी लग रहा होगा कि अगर सब कुछ पहले बोल ही दिया है तो why this video? See, this video is specially meant for Paulo Coelho. So I have been talking about these books in my previous videos. Some of them I have talked about in my previous videos. But as this video is specially meant for Paulo Coelho's writing style, Paulo Coelho's books, which I have read, that's why I have decided to include all of his writings. That's why. So, but still, I want to read these blurbs for you so that it will be helpful for you to understand the basic plot of this book, this particular book. It's about a girl called Veronica, obviously. Veronica has everything in her life. Okay, she has everything she could wish for. She's young, she's pretty, she has so many attractive boyfriends, a steady job, and a loving family. But yet, she's not happy. Okay, I don't know why. And one fine day, in a wondrous morning, she takes an overdose of sleeping pills, and only to wake up sometime later in the local hospital. She is told that although she is alive, but her heart is damaged and she has only a few days to live. And the whole book is about those living days. And this story follows her through these intense days as she starts to question, her ideas about life. Soon she comes in realize that every second of existence is a choice we make between living and dying. So this whole book is about, somehow this book remind us that every moment in our life is special and precious. And on the top of that, I have already told you that Paulo Coelho's writing, Paulo Coelho's books are about motivation and life philosophies. So yeah, this is also about that, but the writing style, the storyline, the approach is different from other books. So yeah, go for Veronica Decides to Die. The next book which I'm gonna share is Like the Flowing River. Well, I didn't enjoy this book that much, but it's a nice read. You can definitely go for this book if you are, if you are exploring Paulo Coelho's writing style or his books. Then yeah, it's a nice read. This book is basically a collection of writers, collection of experiences, stories, memoirs, which other people have told him throughout his lifetime. Okay, so it's basically a collection of stories and experiences, writers' experiences. So yeah, it's a must read. If you are reading Paulo Coelho, then yeah, definitely go for this book. And I would recommend this, if you are reading this book, then I would recommend that go slow. Okay, take it slow. Just read a couple of pages every day and try to absorb the the like absorb the message, the actual message which is there in each story. One more book I wanted to talk about is The Pilgrimage by Paulo Coelho, obviously. I had started this book a couple of months ago, but I couldn't finish it because I didn't find it that interesting. um, तो मुझे लगा था कि इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, but I still I want I'll try to complete this book as soon as possible. The book is The Pilgrimage. Yeah. The next book which I'm gonna share is 11 Minutes by Paulo Coelho. As I've already told you that Paulo Coelho is especially famous for Alchemist and 11 Minutes. And sadly, right now I don't have the physical copy because of my chore friends. So this beautiful book, 11 Minutes, is about. The story is about a beautiful Brazilian girl who left her native country for for fame and for success and fortune, but eventually life has planned something different for her. In the later part, while working on a nightclub, Maria met a painter, and that painter who saw her in a light, in a peace, and in the process, she came to know about sacred love, that is uh, that is loving and owning one's soul, owning one's soul, not the body. So during her journey as a prostitute, Maria came to know about so many things from the painter or from her experiences about sacred love. Okay, and she come to know that it takes only 11 minutes to a person to have sex. Okay, hence the name of the book is 11 minutes. But this book is more than that. There are so many things that Paulo Coelho has presented this very thing, sex and intercourse, as something very spiritual. Okay, and apart from that, the book is about sexual, sensual sex, pleasure, BDSM, masturbation, and etc. etc. So yeah, 11 minutes a must-read book. It's a masterpiece. Definitely go for 11 minutes. The last book which I'm going to talk about is Zaheer, a psychological fiction, one of the greatest book by Paulo Coelho. But right now, I don't have the physical copy because of my chore friends. The story of Zaheer revolves around the narrator and his love of his life, the search for his lover. Even if he married to another woman, still he fell for her. And in the process, he learned what is the true meaning of life, true meaning of love and life. And finally, like eventually, he met her, and he find her pregnant with another man. But that doesn't matters because it's true love, and in the process he learns what is true love. I totally enjoy this book. It's a different kind of book. Okay, it's a different kind of book. Apart from his other books, this is something different, something extra. So yeah, you can definitely read Dizahid. These are the books which I've been talking about. Apart from all these books, there are other books by Paulo Coelho, amazing books by Paulo Coelho like Adultery, Brida, and Aleph, yeah. Read those books as well. These are also his greatest books. But yeah, lastly, if you ask me whether he's my favorite or not, so my answer is no. Paulo Coelho is not my favorite writer, though I have read all these books by Paulo Coelho. But still, his writing style is good. He's motivational. He's philosophical. But still, I don't enjoy his book so much. It took me some 2 3 months to complete his one book, though I completed Alchemist and Witcher Portobello within 1 week. But yeah, I don't really enjoy Paulo Coelho so much. But still, if you like philosophical books, motivational books, because his books, special part about Paulo Coelho books is that his books are filled with motivation. We will learn a lot about life and life lessons and so many things related to life. His books are like Sanjeev Kapoor's video, Sandeep Maheshwari's video. Okay, so yeah, his books are motivational. You can definitely go for his books, Paulo Coelho's books, if you love motivational book. Okay, by the way, no offense to all the Paulo Coelho fans, because it's just my opinion, just my likes and dislikes. I have read so many books by Paulo Coelho, but still he is not one of my favorite authors. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope that you really like the video. It was helpful for you. I hope that, and I hope you will start reading Paulo Coelho. And those who already have read Paulo Coelho, you will explore his other books. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. By the way, don't worry, I'll be back with another interesting video.